Hey guys, Jay here. Welcome to another con haul video where I talk about the things I bought and all the autographs and stuff at a convention. And this time it is the Washington Gaming Expo. And just like every time I do these videos, there's going to be a card in the top corner that leads to the, and it'll be in the description as well, that leads to the con review. So if you want to see that, you can watch that too. But they come out the same day, so don't worry about it. You can watch it whenever you want. I should really get started because this is going to be a very long video. I bought way more than I needed to. I spent nearly $2,000 and almost like not even a quarter of it was on autographs. And it's normally autographs. So that's crazy. I've never spent this much on merch. So I have 4 bags of merch here. They're not all full, but you know what I mean. Let me just start by something that I don't have with me because it's not mine. It was for somebody else. So I have to just tell you about it. Since it's Gaming Expo, there was a lot of game sellers there, like they were selling used old games, like retro games. And one guy at one booth, he was actually really cool. He had some pretty good prices too. He had in-box Donkey Kong Country 3, which is actually my mom's favorite game. So I told her about that, and she had me take a picture of it for her, and she looked it up to see the level of damage, because everything like that's going to have a little bit of damage on it. The only ones that aren't are the sealed ones, and sealed are like thousands of dollars, and we're not going that route. So she looked it up, and the damage that was on it that she saw on other things was around 200 something, and this guy wanted 145. So I think he lowered the price for Sunday because they weren't selling, and he needed to get rid of stuff, because I don't know what price it was. I thought it was higher than that the day before. I'm filming this on the Sunday. We came home early because we were bored at the end. And so we came home really early. So I'm just doing all this now to get it over with. So technically from here, yesterday was when I saw it, but whatever. I swear it was more, but it doesn't really matter. But so she wanted it, and she's going to pay me back for it because I'm not buying her that just for nothing, because I had all my other money I'm spending. And so I don't have that to show you. But yeah, that's that one. But then I'm gonna start with all the autographs now, and then go into the rest of the stuff that I bought. We're gonna start with this. This is my Fusion Strike ETB lid for my box, and I didn't actually buy this. Well, I mean I did, but I didn't buy the ETB. I bought an empty one for like $1 or something at a store, and I wanted it because I wanted to get this one signed by the voice actors from Pokemon Masters EX. So that's what I did. I have a bunch on here now. So I met Kaylee Mills, who is Rosa, Xanthi Hewen. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She did tell me, actually. I asked her, and I friggin' forgot, and I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I even asked if I was just going to forget, but I think that's how to pronounce it. She's Erica. So Kaylee Mills, Rosa. Rosa is, if you don't know, the one with the big donut pigtail things in her hair on both sides, from Black and White 2. And Erica is the gym leader that does the grass Pokemon in the first generation of Pokemon, like Red and Blue. And then I met Cassandra Lee Morris, but there's a little story here. So she's Iris, the trainer who does the dragon stuff. She's from also Black and White. And in the anime, she's the one who replaced she was the Misty of that season. I'm kind of upset because so Cassandra Lee Morris, I didn't know was her, and so we brought this back the next day. When I got in her line, for some reason she had her kid there with her. Well, her husband and her kid were there because obviously they just came with, and the kid's like 1 or something like that, like a baby. So they were, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but they were trying to play with the pens, and I was like, can we just not have your kid here? That'd be nice, but I'm not trying to be rude, you know? And the husband's trying to take the pens away from the kid before they can do anything, and missed one. So there's a little gold mark on here now. I kind of wish she would have been like, hey, let me just see my kid real quick, and then I can get back. I would have been fine with that. Or can I get a 5-minute break to go see my kid? I would have been fine with that too. That's totally fine with me. But I'm kind of upset. But the good thing is I can probably cover most of this. It did go over Gloria that I got in at PAX a couple years ago. So that sucks, but it's not too bad. But the instant karma was there's a big thing right over her own name. Her kid wrote right on her name. So there you go. But I really wish she would have just not had her kid on her lap when she was doing it. Anyway, I can't talk too long because how long this video is. Usually I do this last, but I'm holding it, so I'm just gonna do it now. So Mela Lee was there, and I was so stoked about that. But she is normally Reen Tosaka from the Fate series, Fate Stay Night, and stuff like that. But she is in Grand Blue Fantasy as Zeta, one of the playable, unlockable characters that you can get. You can get her almost immediately because they give you a thing to unlock any of one of the characters, like almost immediately when you play the game, and you can use her immediately if you want. I got Cagliostro because she's my favorite, but you can get Zeta if you want. And then, so let's move on to these. This one I have to actually keep the thing on it because it's for SoccerCon as well, so I can take that one off. Xanthi is in Kuma 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 Bear, and she is Fina, the one who's riding the pinkish white bear. I don't remember which bear is which, but I already got Lindsay Seidel is that I already got her. But I should have gotten her down here with the bears, but it's whatever. So we were trying to figure out where to sign because we can get all the different signatures. And because I need to figure out where Amelie is going to go on here. So we decided Fina will be in the middle here next to her. And then we'll put Amelia's Noir on the other side of her. And then whenever Marissa Lenti comes, I can put her right there. So yeah, it was just funny. I don't know. But so I got that. And then this one, oh, I took this one off. Cool. This one is Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, the reunion. It's the redub and Switch version for it. But Kaylee Mills is my favorite Final Fantasy VII character, Cissnei. So I got her on here, and she's the voice of all the stuff like in Rebirth. She's also Cissnei. So she does the new voice of her. So it's pretty cool. And then this one, I have three left. So this one is, take that off. Konosuba, the Megumin spinoff. I don't know. Kaylee Mills is Union. Union's on the back here. It's the rival character to Megumin. So I got her down here. I'm gonna get Megumin at SoccerCon. So I need to put the thing on there for that, but I never wrote it down. Like how I did with this one, how I'm keeping it on there, but whatever. And these two actually, I think with Grand Blue Fantasy, these next two are my favorite ones. So, I got Rosen Maiden signed by Mela Lee. She is Shinku, the main character. So she's literally the one on the cover. And so we were trying to figure out where to have her signed because I'm going to have as many as I can on here. They just don't come up here often. So, I don't think I've seen any of the others up here because they're all voice actors from like the mid 2000s who like don't really do much anymore. So I don't know, but yeah, so there's Shinku on there. And then last but not least, I got Sonic Boom signed. And now I do know that Mike Pollock has been kind of crappy on Twitter and stuff, but I need this thing filled out and I just want to do it and get it over with because he's on the dang cover. So I just did. It's whatever. He was gonna get people anyway. He was gonna make money anyway, so it's whatever to me. But I do know that he has been kind of a douche online, so don't worry about that. I am aware. Anyway, I gotta move all this stuff, and then we can move on to all the stuff I bought, which is way too much stuff. I'm actually editing this part in later. Moving things around a little bit. I totally forgot about these. There's two autographs that I didn't put in the beginning of this video. So I'm going to keep that one on there because I'm going to forget that. So I have this Yuki Yuna is a Hero Pony Canyon calendar that I've had signed by others already. Now I just need one more. But Xanthi is Yuki Yuna. So she said that I'm one of the first people in the longest time to bring anything Yuki Yuna because she really loves it. And yeah, that was insane. It took me forever to find it. I couldn't find it. But yeah, so I got that signed. And then my ReZero thing, you can see I have in the middle here, I have who's who did what. So yeah, so I got Zach Aguilar, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He's like Tanjiro in Demon Slayer, Aether in Genshin, things like that. He is in ReZero in the second half of season 1. He's the dude who drives who does the dragon drawn carriages and is taking Subaru and Rem with him during the white whale thing when Rem gets disappeared and he's like, who there was no one with us. And yeah, that guy, he is Otto. That's his name, Otto. So he signed it down under Subaru down here because I got. Funny enough, Subaru was last year's this one, and Hardy got it for me because it was during SoccerCon. And then what else did I get here? Oh yeah, and then Kaylee Mills is Amelia, and then right above her we have Xanthi, who is Teresia, and that is the in the flashback the girl who's I believe one of Reinhardt's relatives from the past. She's like the best swordswoman in the whole kingdom or whatever, and she marries the guy who ends up becoming the old man during the white whale thing and who kills the white whale, his dead wife. That's her. So she plays her, and then yeah, that's it. Just those. All right, so the first thing I'm going to start with is not something I actually bought, but something I won. That is because it also has a signature on it, but it's a set. So I got a signature on one, but it's a set of things. So we did a what are they called? It's a scavenger hunt thingy. A rally is what they're calling it. Where you go to each of the booths that are on the paper that they give you. They give you a little card with all the names of who to go to and what table they're at and everything. And then you get all five. You get the stamps on there. You buy something for $5 on each of them, and they give you the stamp. And then you go to whoever's hosting it, and they will give you a prize to finish the rally off. And this one was the Pokemon one. I do have another one in there that I'm going to get to after this, but this was the Pokemon one, and you get 6 little art cards. And so there are these little cool art cards here. There's so on one side I have Nimona from I'm just not even gonna say which games they're from because it's gonna take too long. Nimona, Steven, Leon, Iris, Cynthia, and Lance. So and they did little signatures on there. But Cassandra, like I said, was Iris, so I got her on this as well. Luckily, her kid didn't draw on this, but because I would have been really mad if that happened. But yeah, so there's that. All right, so this is the thing for the Sonic one. So we just went to all the booths, and some of them are crossing over. But I'll show you the prizes that I got for them real quick, and then I can show you the stuff that I bought doing the rally. So one of the prizes was this cool Knuckles print, so that's pretty cool. And then the main thing was this sticker sheet, and this has artwork made by each of the 5 artists, so that's pretty cool. They each did one of the big stickers, and then they each did one of the little stickers, so that's pretty cool. And then there's this the Dark Chow from Adventures. They made a 3D printed keychain of it, so that's cool. Yeah, so the guy who was running it made these, and he also was the one who was giving out this artwork. I don't know if that's his artwork or not. I don't know if there was a different one that was his, but that's probably, it looks like that's kind of like his art style, because I have other stuff that I got from him. So, but I bought this Freeren thing. It is one of those stickers you put over your credit card so that you have a cool sticker on your credit card instead of your credit card or your debit card or whatever. Yeah, it's just Freeren. So I'm not going to put it on a debit card because I cut up my debit cards when I'm done with them. The last thing I need is to cut this thing up. Plus, I don't want to ruin it by inserting it into things and stuff. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. But he also gave me, I don't know why he did this, but he gave me 3 stickers. Where's the other one? There it is. We were talking about Toradora, and he gave me 3. He gave me the waifu set, basically. So he gave me Taiga and Minorin and what's her name? I already forgot her name. Whatever. I have her Ami. That's her name. I have all of the. I have Taiga and Ami signed on a poster thing. So one of the other booths, I bought this. It's a magnetic bookmark, I guess. Oh, here, this way. It's a magnetic bookmark. Yeah, so it's got little magnets. The magnet's closed. It's a bookmark. I was like, it's Dragon Ball. It's the only thing they had that I wanted or that I would have liked. So I bought it, and it was $5, so it met the quota. So I got that. Then from one other booth, their card is a sticker. Cool. I bought from another booth a couple stickers. I bought 4 stickers from them. I think it was like 4 for $10 or something like that. but I bought Free Ren and Fern from them, and Shadow and Classic Amy from Sonic. So they said that some of this was like her brother or sister's artwork, something like that. And then some of it was her artwork, so she was selling for them, which was kind of cool. At least she was honest about whose artwork it was, so that's good. There was other stuff I bought. Well, the rest of this isn't going to be in any type of order of like, oh, I bought this from this person, I bought these from this person, because I don't remember what I bought from anyone anymore at this point. So from one of the booths, I found these Yuri and Yowie paddles, if you're old enough to remember what these are at cons. I don't know why, but I thought that was funny, so I was like, yep, I'm taking those. Yeah, so I have those. I have a bag here with some stuff in it. I'm pretty sure most of this is just mixed up in here. Yeah, this is a lot of mixed up stuff. So I bought this Sesshomaru a keychain from Inuyasha, so that was awesome. And then, but I bought Rin Kagamine. Good lord, Rin Kagamine from Vocaloid. Jeez, I'm really bad at that. Okay, and I was wondering where these stickers went because I had one and not the others. So I bought just Alistair from them, and so it's a little holographic Alistair. And then I was like, oh well, I have to come back to you to do one of the rally things. So I bought this Fizzaroli. And then it's a different artwork style, but they had a bunch of weird different things, like a couple different sections. And then the same set of the Alistair, I bought Lucifer, and they had both versions of Charlie. So, yeah, bought some Helliverse stuff. Had to buy that. Move all this stuff. And then from one of the other booths that you had to buy the stuff for the $5 things, is it only 3 that I bought? I don't remember. There might be one more, but I don't remember. I don't think so. These ones, I bought 2 Kirby's, and one of them is just a shiny version of the same Kirby, and a Mega Man. They're all stickers, so I like that. And I get free Ziplocs out of that, and I could use those. And now we're on to the end of the Artist Alley stuff that I bought, like the stickers and stuff. So I hope she doesn't see this because I bought this for her, but my friend Sierra, I bought her a Sailor Moon journal thing. It's not really a journal, it's blank pages, they're not lined. So it's kind of like a scrapbook type thing. So she's really big into Sailor Moon. So I got her that. And then one of the artists that I kind of know and we just talk a lot, I bought her a print of, because I had an Infinity Nikki print from last month at Anime Washington. And she really liked them, so I bought her them this time and got because that person was there as well. And she gave me these 3 Kingdom Hearts stickers of Sora, Riku, and Kairi all holding Paopu fruits. And it was funny because this is Kingdom Hearts 3 versions, and I was Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora on Saturday. So it was really funny because she gave them to me while I was Sora. That like gave her the idea to give those to me. I'm just gonna put this one here because I don't know where to put this. It's technically an autograph, so it should have went in autographs, but it's not the same kind of thing. So Xanthi was doing Polaroids where she would take a Polaroid picture and then she would sign it. And so it's signed and dated and everything on here, but it's a little Polaroid with me and Hardy from Saturday. And she was cosplaying one of her characters, Marianne from Fire Emblem. So that was pretty cool. So we did that. So this first bag and all this stuff here, let me just go over this first. There's a couple things here I'm going to leave off to the side for now. Those will segue into another thing. So I bought a bunch of stuff. So these I bought at the booth that's over here that'll segue, but it doesn't matter. They kind of go with this. They had a little bob-omb with the little screw on the back. I have a bunch of Mario stuff, and this is very similar to the one that I have. So that'll go with my other bob-omb. And they had a chain chomp. So with a loose chain and everything. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I'll just put those somewhere. I'll do something with it. And then weirdly, so there's a booth that had this. It is a Hot Wheels Princess Peach Mario Kart with the parasol thing to make them float in Mario Kart 8. And they only wanted $5 for it. So I was like, that's cheap. Because these are usually like at least 13. All right, I'll take it. So I did. And then another booth that I went to, Yeah, I'll just do that. These ones from it. They had some opened amiibos, so I bought them. So I bought Sephiroth because I've always wanted the Sephiroth amiibo, and a Wedding Peach amiibo. So yeah, they're pretty good. So the rest of this, there are sealed amiibos in here. So I have Smash Bros. Princess Peach, regular Princess Peach, and Smash Bros. Daisy. I never had the Smash Bros. Daisy because I got rid of all my stuff before all that came out. I used to have regular Daisy that matched the regular Peach back in the day when I was doing gaming and stuff. And that was way before Ultimate even came out. So now I have that one. I'm going to look for the other one, though, or the other Daisy somewhere. If I can find that, cool. And then I'm going to actually segue into the other thing that I was talking about and then go back into this bag because there's really good stuff in there. So first, there's just this pin that I got. It's a little floppy disk, or what the kids today call a save button. You know. But then I have these pins that were $2. So these two things are from another booth. And it's a Nintendo 64 controller and a NES controller for pins. I was like, those will go with my Mario cosplay. That'll work. And then he had two really good Alice in Wonderland pins that I don't have. And I collect Alice in Wonderland stuff, so I needed them. Yeah, those, I was so happy to see those, and I just snatched them up right away. So that segues into this other bag here, because those pins I bought at the same booth as this stuff. So these are VHSs. And we're asking how much they are. He goes, oh, they're all $1. What? All right. So I found Thumbelina, Matilda, Willy Wonka, and the Wizard of Oz. He had two different Wizard of Oz ones, and I liked this one better. So this one, it had the cool look to it. It's a little damaged, a lot damaged up here, but it was $1. Who cares? So there's that. All of those. Let me put these back, actually. And while I'm over this way, grab that bag back. So this has some games that I bought. I found DMC3 Special Edition and DMC4 for really cheap. So DMC4 was, I think, $10, and yeah, $13 for DMC3. So you can see that on there. So that was crazy. And then $30 each, I found in case, not great cases, but they're cases and they're not like super damaged or anything. They're just kind of scratchy, but they don't have cracks in them like my Final Fantasy VII does. But I found Final Fantasies 8 and 9. And they have manuals with them. And that's hard to come by. So, yeah. And the discs are all fine. I checked them all. They let me check them. So, and the discs for these are fine too. So, that was an insane find. I was all over that. And don't worry, I'm almost done. There's only a couple things left. There was a big Funko Pop thing. I believe I already have this Amy, but it's Amy from Sonic. I believe this is the same one I already have, but I want one that I'm going to keep in the box to get signed, and so that's going to be this one. Because I've already met Cindy Robinson, who plays her. I haven't met Lisa Ortiz, but getting both of them on it would be really cool. And then this one is a Apocalypse Harley Quinn from her comic cover from the Apocalypse comic. And this one, so at my work, there's two on the back. There's the four on the back here. It's Harley Quinn with bat and Harley Quinn with pizza. We get both of those in my store, and they're $15. And then I get a discount, so it's like 11. And we never got the one with the mallet. It's a mallet and a bat. And then we never got this Apocalypse one. And this one I wanted really bad. And so they had it, and I was like, yeah, I need it. I'm buying it. So I did. And it was only $13, so it was $2 less than it would have been if it came into my work anyway. And only $2 more than I would have paid with my discount anyway. So it's not a big deal, and I'll be fine with it. And the last bag, there's 4 things in here. I talked about them in the vlog for all of these, actually. But I had mentioned that I bought the a Donkey Kong Country 3. Well, at that same booth, they had Super Mario 64. in box. And it's actually in pretty darn good condition compared to some of the others. So this one, he had it for 150, and there's a little bit of damage up here and a little bit of damage over here, like little creases, like where someone, when they opened it, they creased it a little bit. That's it. That other than that, it's just the normal wear. And even that there's like barely any. It's like obviously the corners, you know, those get scuffed a little bit, but there's no like gashes, no rips, no nothing. So, and it's really, it doesn't seem like it's all that bad. And for displaying, it would look great. So, yeah. And also, Charles Martinet is going to be at SummerCon. So I'm gonna get him to sign this because this is the first time he played Mario. Hell yeah, right? So yeah, I got that. And also, the whole point of me telling you about the damage, there was worse looking copies for like $300 at other booths. So that's a steal. So yeah. Well, okay, someone gave me a free bracelet. There was a bunch of Team Fortress people there because there was a bunch of the Team Fortress voice actors. So one of the characters gave me this. I don't know anything about them. I don't know what they were cosplaying, what their character was or anything, but they gave me that. And then the last thing is the last three things, and it's three of the same thing but different colors because it is Mortal Kombat masks. So these are 3D printed Mortal Kombat masks. Yeah. So this is mine. This one's Reptile. And then I also have Hardy gets Sub-Zero, and Atlas gets Scorpion because Scorpion is his favorite. Sub-Zero, I think, is actually Hardy's favorite, and Reptile's my favorite. So it works. And since we have these, we're going to be cosplaying them now. So I'm going to be making all the outfits and any weapons that we need. I don't remember Reptile having weapons because he just does that and spits acid. I don't remember if he has any other weapons though. But I'm talking like original. These aren't the original masks, but it'll be good enough. And I know that Sub-Zero gets like an axe. I think sometimes he has a sword. I'm not sure. And then Scorpion has the get over here thing, you know. And I think he's also carried swords. I don't remember. But the point is, anything else, I can make them. I can make them all, and I can make videos for them. So that's good. And I might do a video repainting all of these because they did a really good job in the Sub-Zero one, and this is the display one that they had out. And I told them how we wanted to do those. So they went and painted these other two and put them out, hoping we would see them. They literally said they put them out because I said that, and they painted the I think they painted both of them this weekend so they could put them out because they were like, oh, that's a good idea. And so I was like, how much are they? Obviously. And he goes, $40 each. Like, he didn't really have an idea at the time. He wasn't expecting me to just want them. And he was like, $40 a piece. And Hardy jokingly said, well, would you take 100 for all three? Like, he said it in a way that sounded like a joke. And he goes, sure, why not? So I was like, yep, okay, give it to me. So I just took them all for 100. Really good. They're all really, really well 3D printed. They have a 3D printed booth. It's like all their stuff is 3D printed, and it's really good. So if I get a hold of them ever, I may see if I can get them to 3D print stuff for me because they do a good job. Anyway, yeah, so that is everything that I bought and all of the autographs from this convention. Sorry the video was so long. It's just how it is. Where am I at? Wow. So the first one, I got up to like 26 minutes of unedited time, and now I'm at 14 minutes of this second run to finish out the video of unedited time. Obviously, it's going to be edited down, but that's insane. That's 40 minutes. That's too much. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. Again, you can get to the review in the top corner or the description. I really should have did that video first. I haven't done that one yet. Yeah, now I have to clean this off and do that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.